Right, so today is the day of my first service, and I'm just preparing to take it to the shop. I've got to leave in the next 30 minutes or so. I've got a few things I want to share to anyone that's thinking of picking one of these up or that's thinking of buying some accessories for it before you do hand, and things to consider. First one is over here. I'll have to check again if you can see it from here or not, but if you pick up the accessory cowl here, be careful with any covers you put on the bike, because the handlebars are obviously going to be like this. It means you've got this raised point on the cover, and with any wind or anything, that's going to be continuously rubbing. So actually I've lost a little bit of paint here, kind of disappointed with that. So I'm actually thinking to take this off now and then install the original cowl. Okay, the other points I still suffer with is sliding forward and the hard ridge of the seat over here. It's not really so bad, but I think a little bit of grip here would be useful. So I've seen some grips are actually the shape of the IRS, which I'm thinking to get on there. Let me know what you think, or if it's a bit too cheap. Okay, so I just want to share an update on the headlight cowl that I've been working on, and also the process that I'm going through. So starting with the original piece. Now, when I started working on this, I really was just focusing on getting this front edge. And at this time, I was working on the top-down photograph side and front. So that helped me to get the 3D geometry for this point. It wasn't perfect, probably because of scaling, but it was enough to get a starting point. From there, I wanted to work on this design to get something that I liked a bit better, and then I came up with this part. So we have this impression here and a bit of a different profile, which kind of matched the motorcycle's lines a bit better. But still, this wasn't actually close enough to what I'd sketched. So I started working on a version 3, which some of you will have seen. It has this surface that raises up a little bit more, and I feel like that kind of fits the bike a little bit better. From there, then, it was to figure out how to mount this to the headlight. And this is where I started printing multiple brackets, because I planned to mount a bracket to the back of the headlight. So I planned to mount a bracket to the back of the headlight and then put a mounting point on here and then secure them with some fixings. But this was, I'm positioning this kind of freely, and then I have to then determine where I'm actually going to mount it to. So it was a bit of a guessing game or a trial and error. So that's why I have multiple of these printed. I also had some mounts on here which I accidentally broke off. Whilst I was struggling with this, I was speaking to a couple of you guys on Discord and on Instagram, and found that actually quite a few people that follow this channel already use 3D scanners or apps like Polycam. So I started testing out Polycam, and I created a mesh of the headlight. From there, then I started working on a cup, because I didn't want to just secure it on a small tab. It didn't really feel like high quality or anything. So I started working on a cup. And this was the first model from that. Essentially what I did was creating some planes at various points through that mesh, creating a cross section so that I could then highlight that edge and then sketch out the profile. Did that a few different points, lofted it together, and then patched on the top. So that gave me this cup. The problem was it wasn't perfect, obviously. I'm working on a scan or a 3D model that's made from photographs. Polycam is a great app. Just quickly talking about this, it's a great app for a free user. You get up to 10 scans. On Android, it just works with the camera taking photographs, but with an iPhone, it uses the LiDAR. So I think you get some better quality scans from that. So back to this, it wasn't perfect, so I started printing some other models to try and get it to fit better. First one is this one, and at this point I realized that actually this is really wasteful. I don't need to print the whole thing, I just need to print the front edge. So here's a few different versions, and I was just trying to tidy up this lower edge because it was a little bit too loose, and eventually ended up with the final piece here. So then I had this piece which I was going to mount to the headlight, and this piece which I wanted to mount to that. How? Well, I modeled a rib between the two, eyeballing this in CAD and trying to line it up. And some of you will have seen that after I printed that, the model that I ended up with is my first model. I didn't print so cleanly, but the main issue was that there was a big gap between this piece and the headlight. So then it became a task of just trying to tidy up, tighten that up, reducing that gap whilst keeping the angle approximately where I had it. So then it was a case of developing this. So it came to a second print of this after a significant adjustment, which was far too much. And then at that point, I realized, I don't have to print this whole thing each time either. So I chopped a chunk of this down, just making sure I kept the surface that's going to be mating up against the headlight and this front edge. That's all I really wanted in there. And that gave me 3 different versions and 3 different amounts of wasted plastic. So I'm going to keep those and recycle them later, I think. Eventually I found a geometry. I found a position that it fit quite nicely. And that led me then to print the final piece. Now I didn't want to print it same as this. It still feels too much like I'm working on a beginner prototype. I wanted to kind of move along and have something that looked a bit more representative without going the extra mile of painting it. So I picked up some yellow PETG. So this could be used outdoors, and I printed this. So this is the current final prototype. Now, installing this on the headlight, it is very close at some point. So if I was to install this, I'd be worried that there'd be some rubbing on the headlight and you'd see marks over time. And also just to close up that gap without having that risk, that rubbing, I went to the DIY store and I picked up some rubber, some kind of edge trim rubber. And I snipped it down to size. And essentially we just fit this over the edge. Which way to go? I think it's this one. I just fit this over the edge. Press it on. And I don't know about you, but I feel like that helps to improve the final result of this prototype before painting it. And also printed the other side as well. And then we can stick that on the motorcycle. So going forward, I've got a few other parts that I want to model. One of which you'd have seen my first attempt to model just freely without having removed it or scanned it at all. But I would like to start printing this in different colors, I guess. Start playing around with what I can do. Also, the aftermarket cowl, since as you'd have seen, it has now had some paint wear off on the tip. I think I would like to make a custom one of those as well. Then I can play around with higher rising windshields as well. To do those, I'm thinking that instead of using Polycam, because I'm running out of scans as it is, it might be worth picking up a scanner at this point. I understand not everyone is going to have a scanner, but for anyone that does, I'd be happy to get your recommendations in the comments. And for anyone that's actually interested in seeing how to model some of this stuff without relying on 3D scanning, don't worry, I'll still be doing plenty of that. I've also been working on a custom part for this, purely aesthetics, and this is my current prototype. It's to sit on here to just close up the big gap that I feel between the headlights and the headstock. This part is going to be bonded to the back of the headlight, and eventually I will make some fixings on the back here. So actually I will be able to design different pieces to go here until I finally get something that I'm very happy with. And this will probably be a product that I either sell as a complete part or maybe a CAD file for those that want to go and explore creating their own. Just want to say thank you to everyone that's watching, following, and sharing these videos. It really means a lot. I'll see you on the next one.